Alrighty, right, boys and girls, here we are, Friday the 3rd of May. I've got the old war horse out for a maiden voyage down to the St. Lawrence River. Put her through her paces, see what she's made of. It's fully loaded, standard kit, and we'll go through all of that eventually. But I'm so excited. Today, I must point out though, I'm going with just a tarp. No tent. So we'll turn this into a real adventure. It was going to be a fishing trip, but as some of you know, I hate fishing because it's so frustrating. And I'm a horrible, horrible fisherman. But I'm a good camper. We'll see how she goes. All right, joy of joys. Here we are under the approach to the Champlain Bridge. Just taking a little breather. Relieving the bladder, as it were. Yeah, we're almost off the island here. Actually, I guess technically I am off the island. I'm in Ile de Seux, Nuns Island. Well, this is a brilliant sign indeed. I've just arrived at Pointe aux Pommes, aptly named after this apple tree. And the sun has just popped out, so who knows? Could turn out to be a beautiful day. Touch wood. So the first order of business then is to gather up some firewood. I'm gonna bust out my knife and my saw that's in here. And I stashed some wood the last time I was here. Maybe it's still there. But I think that's wishful thinking. Right here is where I'm going to put the tarp, facing the river. Oh, it's going to be grand. And then we'll have some lunch. So before I get too happy, I thought maybe it would be a good idea to give a quick overview of how the war horse is packed. And there's some new things here, so we'll just start at the back. Obviously, this is the sleep system. I have 2 sleeping bags, a air mat, an inflatable pillow, and my sleep clothes are in there. So there's a long sleeve shirt, long underwear pants, a wool cap, and a buff to go around my neck and around my face. There's the tarp with 2 trekking poles to set it up, and here's my trusty porch pad to sit on, kneel on, whatever. Over here is all my clothes, personal kit, rain gear, towel, washcloth, all that nonsense. These are new. I just got these, a 1 liter Nalgene bottle and a 750 ml Camelback bottle. So one of these, or both, who knows, is going to end up being my heater inside my sleeping bag tonight because it is going to be chilly. Up front here is a pair of 6-liter bags, 1 on each fork. And that's a nice simple mounting system. So in one I have my camp kitchen, as it were, with my cook set, pots, forks, all that nonsense. And then over in the other side, this is where all the food lives. Pretty simple, straightforward. Up top I have, what's this thing called? Bike pack Rockgeist handlebar bag, made kind of specifically for this H-bar arrangement. This is a knockoff, by the way, of the Jones bar H-bar, and it has a nice rise in it. Very comfy, nice fat wolf tooth grips on there. Beautiful. The war horse, she's a beast. Oh, and also brand new is a new seat. Not the one I wanted, but it seems to do the trick for now. But yeah, this baby, she's a beast. A beast! Talk more about that later. While this may not be the best practice, it is my practice. Whenever I get down here off my bike for the first time, I always grab my knife and just hang it off my belt because I have run into some real freaks down here on the odd occasion. And while I don't ever anticipate having to pull a knife on somebody because of its brilliant orange and black color, it's kind of like, it reminds me of a a bumblebee and its stinger. And generally, it's hard to miss. So when the freaks do approach, it seems to keep them under control, I guess. I don't know. But that's my practice, right? Not necessarily the best practice. I'll show you what I mean. Just sits on the hip. And if someone does approach, if I just put my hand down there, it really diffuses any type of situation, I think. Maybe next time I'll bring a revolver. Guns. Because I am, after all, American. Yeah, I think I just glossed over this handlebar bag. This is just the bits and bobs bag, the carry-all, anything that I can't fit in. You can put food in there, cans of whatever, beer. Generally my camera's in there. This cell phone is in there. Keys, wallet, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so there's that. All right, I gotta get busy, so leave me alone. There it is. The knockoff Lixada titanium wood burning stove down by the lazy river. Tonight's fare was merguez sausage. I just pulled the skins off and made little meatballs and mixed that in with some shell pasta and some pesto that I made with my very own hands. Oh, it's delish. So the pan is just cleaning up, boiling off the crud that's stuck to it. And that's it. Easy squeezy. Boy, oh boy, there is a learning curve to this wood burner, though. Yikes-o-rama. Good times. Well, dinner was a smashing success, and cleanup was a breeze. I'm so surprised. The little stove is just kicking away, hotter than sin. So now I think it's time just to turn around behind me here and have a look at the old tarp tent that's going to be home for the night. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I did notice this afternoon quite a lot of snakes slithering around this site, but you know, there are no poisonous snakes here. They're pretty harmless. Anyway. The one thing that does bother me that there are a lot of are snails. They're everywhere. So we'll see how she goes. All right, so this is a 10 by 10 or 3 meter by 3 meter polyester tarp. Nothing fancy, dirt cheap. So from that corner there up to there and down to there is 3 meters. So that's basically one side that I just made an opening. And then there is a partial floor from the far corner down there up to here, but I just brought a ground sheet anyway just to make the floor bigger. And that's it. This side over here is got 3 pegs holding it down, and if I so desire, I can unpeg it and just fold that whole side over so it's completely open, which I may do to watch the sunset. 2 poles and just a bunch of wooden pegs that I made from materials found here at Pointe aux Pommes. That's it. It's supposed to be a little chilly tonight, but I'm gonna fill up a Nalgene bottle with some hot water to throw in my sleeping bag. That should do the trick. Anyway, sun's going fast, another hour or so, but I'm all set up for a big old bonfire tonight. I neglected to bring more snacks, though. I think I'm going to be regretting that. Anyway, everything's groovy, just as groovy as can be. Off in the distance there, you see our fair city, Montreal, QC. Oh, it's good to have it at arm's length like this. It's so benign from this distance. So I discovered by putting a rock in front of the feed port of this thing, it elevates these sticks a little, makes them easier to feed into the booger, and keeps them from falling out onto the ground. Anyway, it's working great. Boiling water to beat the band. Lovely piece of kit. My noisy neighbor. I think they're taunting me. It begins. Well, all in all, I'd have to say it's been a pretty marvy day. It's currently 19 degrees. The sun has tucked in behind some clouds off to the west there. The weatherman says we might get a touch of rain around 5 or 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, but otherwise it should be fairly decent. I see no reason to worry about much at this point. I've been told that there's a fox den nearby, just behind me over here a ways, and the kits have just come out, and they are apparently very curious little fellows. So with any luck, I might see them tonight. Yeah, beautiful day. Turned out better than I expected. 10 out of 10. So happy. So we'll check back in the morning and see where things stand. I got some breakfast fixins lined up, and I think I'm just gonna sit by this fire here and look at my cell phone. Like my boy. No, I'm not gonna do that. Cheers, gang.
All right, morning update. It's Saturday morning. It's about 7:30-ish, I think. It started raining last night around 1-ish, and it's still sprinkling just a bit. All you can do is hunker down. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna fish out my rain pants and my coat and try to get up and make some coffee, I think. The day started. Beauty.
Out of necessity, this morning I had to go to Plan B for cooking breakfast and making my coffee. There's the little Fancy Feast alcohol stove tucked inside of the titanium wood box, firebox stove. Brilliant, shining success. Nice, very nice. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Well, that's it for me. Fine evening spent down on the St. Lawrence River, camping, campfire. Got some rain, got some sun, a little bit of everything. Just a great, great time. So the takeaway is get out on your bike, take an overnighter. It's a soul cleanser.